Let's play Plead the Fifth with Orlando and the Freak Show on Wild 94.1.
In this corner,
Yes.
from Costa Rica,
Dímelo.
it is the Latin satin, Davy Orlando.
He ready.
He's
He ready.
He's
I like the
sworn
introduction.
in.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
Satin Latin.
Aye, the satin Latin.
We'll work on that part.
Okay.
All right, so we got 3 questions that come from the room. It is Plead the Fifth. We get 3 questions from you guys. We've shut down his computer. He has no access to the questions to prepare. So we want to make sure we catch him off guard. So you can text us 888-429-0941 if you've ever had a question you want to ask Davy, especially if we can get him to tap out.
Yeah, I'm committed in tapping out today.
Really?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
You don't
yeah.
want to tell
Ahead
too
of
much?
time?
Yeah, ahead of time.
You feeling it today?
I'm feeling
Okay.
it. Tap out.
That's Davy's ADD. Yeah. All right, so we go in clockwise order. You first.
All right,
Buck
Davy.
nasty.
Davy. So
What you got?
I have reason to believe that you may be the owner of a firearm or two.
Okay.
Maybe.
So with that being said, as everybody knows, there's a lot of mass shootings going around right now. It's really sad. It's really awful. If the U.S. government knocked on your door and said, Davy, would you please turn over all your firearms? I already know what you're going to say, but if they say, will you do it for the kids? Will you do this to help stop future mass shootings?
Nah, absolutely not. I don't think that me turning in my firearms would stop any mass shootings because I'm not a mass shooter. So no, absolutely not. You'd have to come take it out of my cold dead hand.
Shout out to Charlton Heston.
But it could start with you. It starts with one person at a time.
Hard no, absolutely not.
We're too
Hard
far gone.
Kids got to have somewhere to run when the revolution happens.
Yeah.
They going to Davy house.
Yep, and I got multiple in different locations.
Yeah.
And,
Ammo.
Yeah.
Davy wrote them back and said, y'all going to have to come find them.
Yeah, that's a hard no.
All right, Meredith, you're next.
Did you really think he's going to be handing over his gun?
I tried,
I
man.
mean, now that we got the DEA's attention. Oh, I'm sorry, ATF. Yeah, the
All
ATF's
them.
attention. Yeah, all the letters.
All right, Davy, I want to talk about your partner in crime, your significant other, a little bit.
My girl.
Yeah.
I know she would make a guest appearance
You
sooner
know
than later.
she would. Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about that for a second. So what does she do that annoys you so much that you just want to explode? However, you look past it because you just love her so much.
Oh man. Okay, so it would be an exaggeration to say I want to explode. It doesn't annoy me that much, but something that she does that is a little aggravating, and honestly, it's my fault because I haven't brought it up to her, is I hate the way she texts. I hate it. It's so bad. It'll be like, hey, baby, ding, how are you? Ding, what you doing? Ding, you want to do lunch? It'll be 5 texts that could have easily just been 1. And I haven't brought it up to her, so it's my bad. But yeah, like, stop texting me so much.
This has been bothering you for a while.
It has been.
She shoot you bar for bar.
It is, bro. I'll look down and it'll be like 11 missed
Dude,
texts.
I'm so
And I'll-
guilty of this.
And I'll think like something's wrong. If somebody texts you 8 times, you're like, oh my gosh, something's wrong. But it's just lunch.
What do you want for dinner, honey?
Yeah, it's one of those.
These fries good. Ding.
Yeah.
Who sews these nuggets? Ding.
I think a lot of guys, or I think a lot of people are probably dealing with that.
Wow.
Yes.
All right. Okay. So I got a question. I have 3 of them that I had in my little list here.
That scares me.
And okay. So, all right. So Davy,
What's up?
crypto has made the news with falling to an all-time low.
Yeah, it
like
did.
there's a lot of people out there who are losing their business loans and they're calling in margins because the valuations have gone down now. So they've lost that security. You were a big proponent for crypto. You talked a lot about it to a lot of friends and taught them how to do so.
Absolutely.
Do you feel guilty for being so vocal about crypto and making your money and getting out and not warning the people who you had get into it before they lost their money, and they might be sitting here scrolling on their phone, looking at the money that they losing all the time. When I look on it, I mean, when they look on here and knowing that you walked them to the cliff and didn't jump.
Absolutely not. Not even a little
You don't
bit.
feel guilty.
Not even a smidge of guilt. Because when I talk crypto, one of the things that I always say is that it's incredibly volatile. That's why I like it, because you can win big, you can lose big, and it's a roller coaster ride. But the most important thing in investing, regardless of what you're putting your money in, is doing your due diligence, and you have to watch it. And a lot of the people that lost a lot is because they just left their money over there and just let it ride. You have to watch your paper.
We didn't just leave. I mean, they didn't just leave it, Davy.
And
they waited for you to tell them what to do since you were the crypto king.
That was one of your first mistakes. And I
Listening to Davy is your first mistake.
not doing your homework, because, and one of the reasons why I don't feel bad at all is because not even a little bit.
Dude,
Not
you were
even a
talking
little
to
bit.
Orlando specifically.
Yeah.
Is because one thing is, like,
much you lose, though?
I had a lot of friends that made a lot of cash. So for every sob story, there's a big come up.
Rubbing it in
I'm
is
just
a little bit
I'm
much.
just saying.
I mean, that's a little rough right there, because I was like, I'm not one of them.
Dude,
You
I
gotta
lost.
watch your money. You
I'm not
gotta
one of
watch
them.
your money.
I mean, you did well. You
I did.
started another business.
Yeah.
You just closed on a house.
I put the down payment on my house
Yeah, you
in
did.
Shiba Inu.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, you did well, and then like you see other people and they out here like, man, so can I wash your car? Or something? And you like, you don't feel bad?
Not at all.
Damn,
and there's
Davy.
still opportunities. It's buy low, sell high, watch your paper, and
Oh, man, don't you give any more advice, sorry, because I'm not doing nothing. I got my $75 left. And I'm just gonna go ahead.
But
and
you ain't
ride
watch
that
it
out.
though. That's the thing.
Davy Part 2 coming
Let's
next. It's
go.
on you. Davy's Plead the Fifth is going on, and man, he is fearless today.
It's
He is
going
not
well.
tapped out.
Yeah.
You asked him, what was the question?
Would he give up his guns to
Guns.
save the churn?
And he said he can save the churn by letting it burn. Meredith asked him,
What you are most annoyed by with your girlfriend?
and he said the ding, ding, ding of texting one line at a time.
Are
Yeah.
people agreeing with me?
Yes.
You had a lot of people
Yes.
that agree with you, but one person out of the 352 says, Davy, it's because men don't answer all questions we ask them when we text in a paragraph form, so we give it to you line by line.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Interesting.
because you and your ADD. I asked him, was he feeling any guilt because he has had financial success with crypto and he's walked some other people like me to the fence and then just let us just jump off. And he says, not in the least, as my Tesla gas is up by itself. Okay. All right. So now we got 3 questions coming from the audience. He still has a pass and a boomerang to use. Davy, your first question.
What's up?
Okay, this says out of the A13, plead the fifth, Davy. If you were locked up, would you rather have your girl handle your finances or your business partner handle your finances?
Ooh, my business partner. Shout out to my boy Dollars. His name is Dollars. He in our business relationship, he is the more frugal of the two. Like, I'm more like
The spender?
This is what I want, and we're gonna get it.
Right.
He's more like, yeah, but you know how much that costs. Joanna, on the other hand, she don't even check price tags. Straight up, she does
But
not.
this is you locked up and you need the best decision for you to have something when you come back.
Yeah.
You think it would be best with Dollars because his
100%.
name is Dollars.
Yeah.
And her name is Baby.
Right. yeah, definitely Jordan for sure.
Okay. All right.
Good question.
Davy, what is your favorite physical attribute about yourself?
This no. I've always
That is one.
I've always gotten a lot of compliments on my eyes since I was a jit.
Here we go.
I'm just telling you.
You're beautiful. You're so beautiful.
I have
With the pretty eyes. What?
since early on,
Since
since
he
middle
was
school.
a baby.
What's going on with your eyes?
They green.
They brown.
They're not brown.
I'm looking at you right now, but maybe it's because you got the baseball cap on.
I
All
have
right.
I have green eyes, and it's always gotten me a lot of attention.
Yeah.
So I would say my eyes.
He is
Don't
born
be, don't
that
be
way.
hating.
Whatever.
Are you jealous, Orlando?
No, I'm not.
With your brown eyes over there.
Whatever. All right, Davy, you have a question out of 315.
I'm cool with it.
It says, Davy, would you have been comfortable letting Nathaniel buy your drinks for that exchange?
Nah, I don't want another guy buying me drinks. I don't like anybody buying me stuff.
You let Orlando buy a drink, like if we're going out or something, dinner.
Oh, kind of insists, and it's like a.
I don't insist. I didn't. You can't speak for me. I did not insist. No, I mean, I'll pick up a tab or whatever. And Davy always tries to chip in. He's like, "Hey man, let me throw down." I'm like, "Nah, man, it's all good. Don't worry about it."
Yeah,
and he just like leaves it alone.
And honestly, to keep it 100, it wouldn't even have been a gay thing. It would have just been more like a man thing. Like, yo, it's like a pride thing. Like, I can pay for my own drinks. Thank you. I appreciate it, but I can pay for my own stuff.
I mean, and I think, honestly, the new thing was the fact that it was, I say lettery, but the person who you could tell he was saucy.
And I'm not used to anybody buying me anything in my whole life, so it's a little off-putting.
You should try it sometime. It's fun.
You know what? Maybe I will. I mean, maybe I got two in my own head.
Yeah.
All right, whatever.
I'm more of a swiper. I got it. I'll swipe. We good.
Somebody text maybe I should have bought his and said, no, let me take care of yours. But then that would have sent the wrong.
Yeah, he was hitting on you though.
That would have sent the wrong thing. Like,
Right.
I was receiving it.
Yeah.
So let's see. I didn't want to receive nothing. I meant the message. I was receiving what he was throwing.
Wait a minute.
I did not want what he was throwing. I did not. All right. So you get a boomerang now. You have not tapped out on anything.
Okay, so I was supposed to tap out too.
Yeah, you were, but you didn't.
Maybe next time. I'm gonna go with Meredith's question about the most annoying thing about your significant other, and if you're not in a relationship, we could talk about a previous relationship.
Okay.
Buck, you better think. You better start
He
thinking.
lofted
Buck.
that one out there for me. He was like, and if you ain't got nobody, Orlando, you can go in the past.
Yeah, who
Thank
were you
you very
speaking to
much.
specifically?
That was to me.
Oh man.
And go.
What do you got?
Anthony is micromanaging currently, like what I can buy for the house and furniture and even like artwork and like even me going to Home Goods and even a plant that I buy. Like he's like all wants to be hands on with. Let me do it. I'll check with you. You see what we both like. I'm not going to buy something crazy. Back off. There you go.
Price thing or like a taste type thing?
It's both. It's both. Oh,
He doesn't trust you at
I
all.
don't want you to mess up. That man got a new house. He got a new vision for it. and
he does.
You probably taking it a whole different way.
Like a helicopter parent. He's like hella on top of me right now about everything.
I know
like,
your last house you did like a puffball kind of look.
puffball?
Like you had a lot of white fluff.
It was pretty.
Like,
it looked great.
Right.
It was
And he probably
beautiful.
he said, okay, we did that.
Yeah.
We don't want to do that no more.
Yes, that's actually true. And I'm not decorating it like the last house, I swear. But man, he won't back up.
I
Give
can
him a
relate
vote.
to both things. The text messages, the you going crazy at the store. My wife does that with Amazon. I'm like, every day. I'm like, oh my God. But what annoys me the most is my wife and my son begged for a puppy for Christmas. They begged and they begged. And I said no for so long. Finally, I gave in and I said, with one rule, you take care of it. I got nothing to do with it. I don't want to feed it. I don't want to walk it.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
I don't
right.
want to bathe it. Nothing. So what do you think happens? What do you think I do all day?
You're best
every
friends
day?
with the dog.
Yeah, it's me and him basically. Annoying.
Y'all hang out partners.
Yes, we watch movies together. Yeah.
Let's see. The funny thing, the only relationship that I have is the relationship that I left because we still have to deal with each other because of the kids. And this weekend was the quintessential reminder of why we hate each other. Okay. So once again, and it's like weekly. Now it's like once again, she didn't let me know something. Y'all have heard me bitch about where I have surprises.
Yes,
We have.
yes.
Like, ooh, you got to fly to North Carolina. I'm like, I just landed. All right, I'm going back.
Right.
So I get to find out things as they're in process. So Saturday morning.
In real time.
In real time. My children are sleeping. I've just flown back from North Carolina getting my youngin'.
Yeah.
So this is our first day together. So I got up early, came to the station to do my voice track. So I'm up here like 9 o'clock in the morning, knocking them out before they run. Okay,
On your day off.
On my day off, but it's whatever. I'm doing what I do because I've ordered my kids breakfast. They're dropping off their chocolate-covered pancakes and omelets and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, when I get back, I'm going to wake them up. We're going to have a big breakfast. It's going to be start of Daddy Day, celebration. I get a call while I'm up here recording. Are you at the house? And I'm like, huh? What do you mean? She's like, their cousin's birthday is this morning, and they have to go to a birthday party, and they're not answering the phones. I'm like, because they're sleeping. And I'm like, did they know? She's like, I told them. I'm like, oh my God. So I'm like, all right, I finish up. I go home. She's outside the house. They're upstairs. You're waking up like, I didn't even know there was a birthday. And I'm like, all right. So again, there was the last minute rush that everybody had to rush around because mommy didn't tap us in.
Gotcha.
So yes, that was my thing.
Oh, wow. That was a quick. Did you go to the birthday party?
I did not, but they did. And I stood outside the house. I was like, this could go better. I'm like, you could tell me these things, and then I could remind them, and then I could say, hey, you guys got to be up by a certain time.
Yeah, set an alarm.
She was like, oh, okay, I'll tell you.
I couldn't take that, man. I couldn't take that. I'd lose my.
When she said, I'll tell you next time, I just looked at her. I was like, she said that the last 6 times. And I just walked away. All right,
This
so that's
is
the wrap.
next time.
Yeah, this is the next time right here. So, yeah, that's it. Davy has officially made it through and did not tap out again.
It's over.
Yeah.
Plead the fifth is a wrap. We got more coming up because you're 15 minutes away from passing gas. Let's go.